When was the last time you liked a post on Facebook, tweeted an opinion, liked a picture on Instagram, texted, Snapchatted? Was it 5 minutes ago, an hour, sometime today? If you are anything like a majority of the internet connected population, you've probably engaged in social media numerous times today and won't be stopping anytime soon. Today's teens are connected to technology 24/7, no matter where in the world. On any given day, American teenagers average about 9 hours of media use, excluding time spent at school or for homework. Although social media can be beneficial, it has also served as a platform and source for less beneficial and sometimes troubling consequences at both individual and societal levels.
There's a darker side to how social media can affect us. According to researchers, the more time you spend on social media, the more likely you are to suffer from mental health issues. This is especially true in children and teens. However, prolonged and excessive use presents dangers that have become more evident in adults as well. Multiple studies have begun to focus on the disturbing association between online social networking and a variety of negative feelings and psychiatric disorders. The most pronounced concerns lie in decreased self esteem, anxiety, depression, a feeling of lack of connection, or feeling of inferiority. Many people don't realize of these negative effects because they are often exacerbated by or intertwined with other indicators. Social media's negative impact occurs mostly as a result of upward social comparisons we engage in while using it. Watch the clip about fear of missing out, better known as FOMO.
We tend to make note of the contrast between a perfectly presented life and our own. These comparisons tend to lower self esteem, which increase the risk and severity of depression symptoms, anxiety, and a host of other unhealthy feelings and behaviors. In 2016, suicide became the second leading cause of death in individuals aged 10 to 24. Although social media is not the only thing to blame, many doctors believe it plays a significant role. According to Dr. Blaise Liffig, young people with underlying mental health issues are more prone to the negative effects of social media usage.
If you suspect social media is chipping away at your emotional wellness, you're not alone. Psychologists, psychiatrists, and other health professionals have seen a drastic uptake in patients who feel they're being adversely affected by their online social activity. I'd like you to think about the following questions. Be honest. How do you really feel before, during, and after you spend time on your social media platforms? Are you left jealous, upset, unnerved, and stressed? If you find the way you're getting out of your interactions online isn't conducive to feeling your best, it may be time to closely re examine your use of social media. According to Dr. Shannon Rauch at Benedictine University, when your online posts are rewarded with comments and likes, it serves as reinforcement, which can quickly develop into a habit that is hard to break. Social media interactions stimulate the pleasure centers and dopamine production in the brain. The Journal of Psychological Science notes that social media websites may be as addictive as alcohol or cigarettes. Look at the following clip about how social media impacts the brain development in kids.
BC may have found answers in science.
When you're engaged with your phone or something external, these areas that are involved in daydreaming and thinking about your own thoughts and feelings shut off.
The answers may be in the brain. See that blue area of the brain? That's the area that learns empathy. What they found is that those areas that learn empathy are only active when you do nothing, when you daydream. And that's something today's teenagers don't do.
Kids are constantly engaged with their technology, their phones and the internet. They're not activating these brain areas that are important for self-reflection and reflecting on other people and allowing that empathy to emerge.
Kids are struggling to connect with each other because they spend too much time online, and it is negatively affecting their creativity. Many people, especially younger generations, are losing the ability to properly communicate in face-to-face situations because of being accustomed to using the internet. The computer reduced family interaction just as the television did years prior, and this technology changes the boundaries between households and the larger world. If you think you may be addicted to social media, take a moment to consider. Do you feel social media use has become compulsive, that you have to use it? Do you experience FOMO sometimes while on Instagram? Do you find your use or desire to use social media rapidly growing? Do you become angry, irritated, negatively emotional, or physically affected when you cut back or aren't engaging in social media platforms? A reevaluation of your social media use is likely in order.
So you want to cut back on social media? It's not nearly as impossible as you might expect. Recognizing that excessive social media use is undermining your health and happiness is a huge first step. Now that you've committed to making a change, substitute your social media time with face-to-face activities with family and friends who support and care about you. Put down your phone and other devices when you're with others. Consider expanding your in-person social circles to include people with similar interests. Exercise. Going outside for some fresh air and activity can fire up your muscles and give your mood a positive boost. Find a new healthy hobby, learn a new skill or language. Of great importance, get some sleep. Chronic social media use wreaks havoc on normal sleeping patterns, which is crucial for good mental health.
Take social media off your radar by uninstalling apps, removing shortcuts from your home screen, and bookmarks from your browser. These make getting to social media platforms longer and requires more effort. Set firm boundaries. If you must engage on social media, set clear limits in advance for how many times a day and for how long will you spend online. Set a timers to help you stay on track and be accountable. You may also want to limit your online social interaction to one device. Get support. Remember, you're not alone. It's well documented that those most profoundly and negatively affected by online interaction are children and young adults. Along with the serious mental health implications of social media use, kids might also contend with the threats of cyberbullying, online stalking, and harassment by peers or adults. There is no avoiding it, so safeguarding children and educating them on what is considered a healthy use of social media is crucial.
For all the hazards associated with social media, it has opened up a world of increased connection, idea sharing, and unprecedented opportunity to expand one's worldview. When gauging what is the healthiest use of social media for you, look for things that expand your mind, world, and feelings of clarity, compassion, and happiness. Try using social media to subscribe to and participate in communities that are supportive, educational, and provide insight into events or areas that interest you. Enhance and enrich existing offline bonds and relationships through positive feedback, posts, and comments. Become an active citizen. Get involved in the causes you believe in or share, advocate, and start a movement of your own. Foster goodwill, empathy, and support for others by dropping positive, construction, and helpful comments. Seek out information and insights from trusted sources to learn more about yourself and the world around you. The next time you use it to watch, generate, share, comment, and engage, keep a close eye on how it's impacting your mental health. It is up to you, and completely possible, to avoid social media's pitfalls and use it to enrich your well-being and happiness.